3:12 a.m., Ashcombe Memorial Hospital, the overnight ER. Renee Kessler stands frozen at the nurse's station, phone pressed to her ear. Her own voice is already playing back to her, calm and clear. "I'm standing at the station right now. I haven't moved. I'm listening to myself say this." She lowers the phone, checks the hallway. Empty, same as always. She doesn't gasp. She doesn't call for anyone. She just exhales, like she's heard this before. Because she has. 9 times now by her count, maybe 10. 3 weeks earlier, the first one barely registered. Static mostly. A few garbled words about being cold and needing to check something before her shift started. Renee assumed it was a pocket dial and deleted it without a second thought. She'd been living alone at Belhaven Court since the breakup, 6 weeks now, running on double shifts and whatever sleep fit in between. So when she deleted the next 4 the same way, she blamed the exhaustion too. It wasn't until the 6th one that she actually listened all the way through, alone in her car outside her building, engine off, and heard herself say, word for word, the exact sentence she'd spoken to a patient's family 10 minutes earlier. She pulled her call log that night at her kitchen table on 114 Corvain Street. Every voicemail traced back to her own number, and every single one carried the same internal timestamp, 3:12 a.m., no matter what time she actually received it. Lunch break, dinner, broad daylight, always 3:12. Her carrier called it a display glitch. Her phone's software was current. There was no spoofing flag, no forwarding rule, nothing a technician could point to and call the bug. Marisol Ortiz, her closest friend on shift, sat with her in the break room and listened to 3 of them in a row. She offered the only explanation that didn't require anything impossible: exhaustion, micro blackouts. Nurses talk to themselves more than anyone admits 12 hours into a shift. Renee wanted that to be true badly enough that she saw a sleep specialist, Dr. Priya Nakamura, who found mild signs of sleep restriction and nothing else. No parasomnia, no diagnosis, no answer that actually closed the case. Because the voicemails kept closing the distance, not just to the truth, to the moment itself. One described her hand on a doorknob seconds before she touched it. One described a coffee cup tipping over seconds before it spilled. Marisol swore, and the badge log backed her up, that Renee never touched her phone that night. Cameras backed her up too. Nobody sent those messages. And yet there they sat, time-stamped, waiting to be found. Which brings us back to 3:12 a.m. at the nurse's station, phone still warm against her ear. Because tonight's voicemail didn't describe something about to happen. It described this exact hallway, this exact second, spoken back to her with no gap at all between the telling and the doing. For the first time, 0 seconds of warning. And that's when Renee finally understood. These were never messages from some future version of herself sent back as a warning. She hadn't caused them either. Not in her sleep, not in some blackout she couldn't remember. Every voicemail had been the same recording the whole time. One fixed moment at 3:12 a.m., arriving out of order. Each message landing a little closer to the source than the last, because the moment itself had never actually finished happening. The cold open was never the beginning. It was the last second of something already almost over. Somewhere on Corvain Street, in a dark apartment nobody's coming home to yet, a phone lights up one more time. 3:12 a.m. And this time, there's no one left to delete it.